What is it that turns a car into a true icon? It's never just one thing. Today, we're going to look at three legendary brands that took three totally different roads to get to that immortal status. I mean, it's a great question, right? Because we're not talking about horsepower or just how many units they sold. It's about building a story, a legend that people connect with. And we're about to explore three very different but equally powerful ways to get there. So for some brands, the secret is this relentless commitment to a single idea, almost like a philosophical code for what a car should be. For others, though, that identity, it isn't cooked up in a design studio. No, it's forged in the fire of competition, where every single decision is about one thing and one thing only: winning. And then there's our third path. We're going to see how one single, simple-looking logo can carry the weight of an entire century of history, changing with the times but always staying true to itself. All right, let's kick things off with Mercedes-Benz. Their road to becoming an icon is all about a really specific, deeply held design philosophy. And this quote from their chief design officer, Gordon Wagoner, just nails it. For Mercedes, design isn't some fancy trim you add on at the end. It is literally the soul of the brand made visible. I mean, just look at the legendary 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe. This thing is so much more than a beautiful car. It's a statement on wheels. Those gull-wing doors, they just scream innovation. The racing tech underneath it, pure genius. It's cars like this that become legends, building a reputation that lasts for generations. So the heart of their whole approach is this idea they call sensual purity. Now, I know it sounds a little abstract, but it's really about blending two things that seem like opposites: pure emotion and cold, hard intellect. The idea is to create something that's beautiful, that speaks to your heart, but is also incredibly smart and efficient in its design. And you can really see that idea in action right here. On the left, you've got a classic grille. It's bold, it's elegant, it's perfectly ordered. Then on the right, a modern headlight. It's sleek, it's high-tech, almost looks alive. They look worlds apart, but you can feel that shared DNA, can't you? That feeling is sensual purity. It's the thread that ties the brand's incredible past to its high-tech future. Okay, so if Mercedes' identity was born in a design studio, our next icon, well, it was forged in fire and gasoline. For Ferrari, the story couldn't be more different. Their identity didn't come from a philosophy. It was born and raised on the racetrack. The entire brand is basically just an extension of one man's obsession with winning. It all started back in 1929 as a racing team for Alfa Romeo. And even after Enzo Ferrari got the boot, his focus never, ever changed. So when Formula One officially kicked off in 1950, you better believe Ferrari was right there on the starting grid. And get this, because this fact is just wild. Ferrari is the only team, the only one, to have competed in every single Formula One season since it all began. That unbroken chain is everything. It's the source of their entire brand. And those gorgeous road cars you see? They basically exist just to pay for the racing. The true soul of Ferrari lives at the track. So we've seen a path built on philosophy and a path built on competition. This third one, it's different again. Let's talk about BMW, a brand whose entire identity is captured inside one of the most famous symbols on the planet. So when you look at that logo, what's the first thing you think of? If you're like pretty much everyone else, you're probably picturing a spinning airplane propeller, right? But is that what's really going on here? Well, here's the fun part. The whole propeller story, it's a myth. It came from a really clever advertisement way back in 1929, years after the logo was actually designed. The real story is much more down to earth. The blue and white comes directly from the flag of Bavaria, BMW's home state. Its identity is literally rooted in its homeland. And what's so cool is seeing how BMW has managed this symbol for over 100 years. The basic parts, the circle, the colors, the letters, they never change. But look how it evolves. It gets cleaner in '63, it gets that 3D digital feel in '97, and then in 2020, it goes totally flat and transparent. It shows a brand that knows how to bring its heritage into the modern age, signaling innovation without ever forgetting where it came from. So there you have it. Three absolute giants and three completely different playbooks for becoming an icon. What does it all mean when you put them all together? Well, what this really shows us is how a brand's heritage becomes its visual identity. Mercedes takes its history of luxury and turns it into a formal, almost academic design philosophy. Ferrari's identity is way simpler. If it helps you win, it's beautiful. And BMW, Its heritage is all wrapped up in that one powerful symbol that it carefully updates over the decades. 3 different paths, all leading to an identity you just can't mistake. And all of this leaves us with one last really big question. As we move into this new world of silent electric cars, which of these legacies is going to be the strongest? Is it the design philosophy of Mercedes, the racing soul of Ferrari, or the powerful symbol of BMW? Which heritage gives them the best roadmap for the next 100 years? Now that's something to think about.